So, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعد وبعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. In today's lesson, we are going to look at auxiliary versus main verb. In the first column, we are going to talk on auxiliary verbs. In the second column, we are going to talk on main verbs. So first, number one, under auxiliary verbs, we say there can be more than one auxiliary in a sentence. There can be more than one auxiliary in a sentence. And from member, we say there can be only one main verb in a sentence. You see, they are not the same, right? Yes, sir. Sometimes you can have more than one auxiliary. Is that understood? If you could recall, we define what auxiliary is all about. From the definition, we say auxiliary is a verb that helps another verb. Is a verb that helps what? Another verb. Not verbs. Yeah, it can be verbs. Because we said there can be more than one auxiliary in our sentence. While there can be only one main verb. Main verbs are verbs that can stand alone. When you see a single verb alone in a sentence, that single verb is called as what? Main verb. If I say I am a teacher, where is our verb here? Am. So here am is functioning as what? Main verb, because it is alone. But if I say I am teaching, how many verbs do we have here? Two. What and what? Am and teaching. So the am is functioning as what? Auxiliary here. Helping the main verb teaching. Is that understood? Yes, so that's why we say there can be more than one auxiliary in a sentence. Sometimes you can have two or three. I have been dancing. I have been dancing. How many auxiliaries here? I didn't say am. I have been dancing. Two auxiliaries. They are helping the member of dancing. That's why we say we only have one member in a sentence. There can be more than that. There cannot be more than one member. If I say the work has been being done, just listen attentively. The work has been being done. How many auxiliaries here? You should be good listeners, please. The work has been being done. How many auxiliaries? We have three auxiliaries. What and what? Has been and being. They are the auxiliaries we have here. So this shows that silence. This shows that there can be more than one auxiliary in a sentence. But we can only have one main verb. Mostly the main verb comes at the end. The main verb comes at the what? At the end. Is that understood? So now, then number two, auxiliary verbs, they can be counted. They can be what? Counted. In English grammar, auxiliaries are not up to 30. They are not up to 30. You know 30? Auxiliaries, they are not up to 30. Just take it as they are. They are not up to 30. But what of main verbs? We say they cannot be counted. You can never say the exact number of main verbs we have. Don't forget, we are talking about auxiliary versus main verbs. If you say, I go to school, where is your verb here? Where is your verb? This go, is it main verb or auxiliary? Main verb. I speak to her, and she doesn't speak to me. How? Just remove the main verbs here. I speak to her, and she doesn't listen. Remove the verbs now. Speak and listen. There are main verbs here. We have one auxiliary, doesn't. I speak to her, but she doesn't listen. Doesn't listen. Doesn't is helping the main verb listen. So that's it. So then number 3, we said they can function as auxiliary and main verb. That's auxiliary verbs. This shows that they have two what? They have two jobs. What are the jobs? They can function as auxiliary and also they can function as what? Main verbs. That's auxiliary. What of main verb? They can only be functioned as main verb. Meaning that they can never be functioned as auxiliary. The first sentence that I gave you, if I say Baba is in the class, where is our verb here? Is it main verb or auxiliary? Baba is in the class. How many verbs here? One. You should understand the definition. Main verbs are verbs that stand alone. So here, this is auxiliary, but its function here is not functioning as auxiliary. It is functioning as what? Main verb. Because you can understand auxiliary when it is helping another verb. But when there is not any other verb next to it, we cannot call it as what? Auxiliary. The teachers are outside. Where is our verb here? What is the function of main verb or auxiliary? Huh? Main verb. Yes. The teachers are teaching. How many verbs here? 2 verbs. Are here is helping teaching. That's why they are called auxiliary. Like now I have auxiliaries here. Malama Hassan is my auxiliary. Malam Ishaq is my auxiliary. Once I am sick, they will take over. Am I the only person here? I am not a member. I am not men, right? I can't say I'm not a member here. So please understand the English. When you see a verb alone, a single verb in a sentence, that verb is what is called main verb. But when you see more than one verb, so the last verb at the end is called main verb. The verbs that come before that main verb are auxiliaries. So that's why we say they can function as auxiliary and main verb. So now let's look at main verb. They can only be functioned as what? Main verb. Meaning they cannot function as auxiliary. If you say I go to school, is this go auxiliary? Can you say I go to school? Can you say I go see school? In Pidgin English, they do that. But in English, we don't do that. In Pidgin English, they use I go see you. That's Pidgin. I go see you. No, not that one. I go see you. In Pidgin English, they can make the what? The member to become auxiliary. I go talk to you. I go talk. I know go. I know go. This is Pidgin English, but not real English. Please don't speak it. This is Pidgin. Is that understood? So now, then number 4. We use not after the auxiliary in the negative form. We use not after the auxiliary in the what? Negative form. I am a student. I am not a student. That not comes after the what? It comes after the what? Auxiliary am. Despite the fact the function of am is not functional as what auxiliary is main verb, right? So what we are saying, we use not after the auxiliary in the what? In the negative form. She is beautiful. She is not beautiful. We see we put our not after the auxiliary is. She is dancing. She is not dancing. Can you say she is dancing not? No. Can you say so? No. So this is the English we are saying. We use not after the auxiliary. What is after? Next. Is that understood? So what of main verb? We cannot use not after the main verb. Can you say I go not to school? Please, have you ever heard this English before? No. We cannot use not after the member. Rather, we must provide auxiliary. I go to school. Can you say I go not to school? If you want to negate this sentence, you can say I do not go to school. I do not go. You see, you provide the auxiliary. Before there was not auxiliary in this sentence. Just keep listening. Keep listening. I ask you to stop writing, but you refuse, right? Go ahead. Then number 5. We use auxiliary to ask question. We use the auxiliaries to ask what question? Is Aisha in the class? No, you just listen. Am I your teacher? Are we in Ramadan? Was yesterday Friday? Were you in the class last week? You see, we are using the auxiliary. Do you understand? Can you read? We are using the auxiliary to ask what question? What of member? We cannot use member to ask question. We can never and ever use what? Main verbs to what? To ask question. Can you say, goes she to school? Can you say so? If you say she goes to school, can you say, goes she to school? Have you ever heard this? Never. So that's why we say auxiliary versus main verb. Now you understand what main verbs auxiliaries is all about. You know what main verbs is all about. So they are the main types of verb we have in English grammar. Main verbs and auxiliaries. So now, having understood this, so now we are going to focus on this word auxiliary. So what are the types of auxiliary we have in English grammar? Generally, we have 2. We have primary auxiliary and models. We have what? Primary auxiliary and models. These primary auxiliaries is further divided into 3 categories. Into what? 3 categories. What and what? We have be, do, and have. They are the subdivision of what? These primary auxiliary. And they have present participle, past, and past participle. That's for this what? For this primary. For this be, what is the present of be? We have is or am. They are in the present. They are in the present. Isn't it? The past tense of be, the present be, there are 3. We have is, am, are. He is my friend. He is what? My friend. He is busy. He is in the class. The chairman is listening. That's in the present. The chairman was in the class. That's the past tense of be, is. The past tense of is and am. What is their past tense? Look at it now. Look at the table now. What is the past tense of is and am? Was. Is was. I am in the class now. I was in the class yesterday. Can I say I am in the class now? Well, can I say I am in the class yesterday? I am in the school now. I was in school last week. Can you say I am in school last week? When you said such, people will burst into laughter. People will be laughing at you. Because you made mistake. So, then we have are. This are is also present of this be. So what is the past? Okay, now what is the past tense of this are? Were. It's called were. Or you can say were. So already they are the word present and the past. Then we have their past participle. We have their past participle, but before that, since we are talking about this be, what is the present participle of this be? Look at it. Being, we add ing after the be. That's why I constructed sentences. The work has been being. I'm referring to this being. The work has been. I use this being. Then being done by me. The work has been, being, then, by. So you see the being is auxiliary. This being is the present participle of the word be. If I say I will be home, just listen to this. I will be home. Where is our member? Where is our auxiliary here? I will be home. I will be home. Will is our auxiliary. What of be? Becomes member here. The goose will be sold. The goose will be sold. How many auxiliaries? 2. That's very good. What and what? Will and be. Where is your member? Sold. The goose will be sold. So as I said earlier, this be can be what? Member can be also auxiliary. So, what is the past participle of this be? In grammar, we call it been. The past participle of be is what? Being. The present participle of be is being. So, then the rest we have do. So, the present of do, we have do or does. They are in the present. What is their present participle? Doing. What is the past tense of this present do or does? Did. What is the past participle of do or does? Is what? Done. Don't say done. It's pronounced as done, not done. Is that clear? Okay, now this verb to do, we have the present do or does. The present participle is doing. The past tense of this do or does in the present is did. The past participle of this do or does is what? Done. That's it. So the next one we have verb to have. Verb to have. So in the present we have or has. We have what? Have or has in the present. What is the present participle of this have? Having. What is the past tense of this have or has? Had. What is the past participle of this have or has? Still is had. That's grammar. Just memorize it. Just say semina wa dana. Don't say why. If you say why, I will say Z. Is that understood? You stop writing. Stop writing. So these are the what? Primary auxiliaries. So let's look at the models. The models are, we have present and past. Will. The models, they don't have present participle. They don't have past participle. They only have present and past. Okay. You should take note. Okay. Primaries, they have this present participle, past and past participle. That's for primary. But for models, they only have what? Present and past. This is will. What is the past tense of will? Would. Don't say would. Say would. Would. Shall. What is the past tense of shall? Should. Don't say should. Should. We have can. What is the past tense of can? Could. Then we have may. What is the past tense of may? Might. So these ones, we call them what? Models in grammar. So these ones, we call them semi-models. They are still models, but they are semi-models. Why are they called semi-models? Sometimes, especially like this need and there, they can function as auxiliary, they can function as member. Mostly, these are models. They only function as auxiliary, they cannot function as member. Okay. The verbs that can function as what? that they can function as auxiliary and member of this primary. That's why I wrote something, fact on what primary auxiliary you are going to see as member as an auxiliary. But models, all the time, they are functional as what? Auxiliary. They are helpers. I can go to school. I can dance. I can teach. I will go. I may see you. I shall speak to you. Can you say I shall and keep quiet? No. When you say I shall, you shall what? But you can say I am and keep quiet. Isn't it? You can say I, can you say I may and just keep quiet without saying the verb next to it? So these models, they are always functional as what? Auxiliary. They are not functional as member. Okay. So the semi models we have must, need, ought to, there. So now as I said, then we have ought to, right? So now as I said, let us come back to this table. We said auxiliaries, they can be counted. So now let us count them. You will know the exact number of auxiliaries that we have in English now. We have B. Say one. Is. Just be counting. Is. Am. Are. Being. Was. Were. Been. Do. Does. Did. Have. Has. Had. Will. Would. Shall. Should. Can. Could. May. Might. Must. Need. Ought to. There. We have 26 auxiliaries in English. We count them now. Yeah. You see, we count them. But can you count members? Never and ever. Speak is member. Write. See. Dance. Can you count? You can never count them. Okay, so now let's look at fact on this primary auxiliary. What are the facts? Number one, we say they function as auxiliary and member. That's this primary auxiliary. We are not talking about models now. We are talking about what? Primary auxiliary. Number one, we say they function as auxiliary and main verb. That's one. Number two, they are used with simple and continuous tenses. Simple. I am a teacher. Simple present. I was a teacher. Simple past. I will be a teacher. Simple future. You see, we are using what? We are using the primary. Isn't it? So these are the simple. We have three simple tenses in what English grammar. Simple present, simple past, and simple future. Let's say I am married. I was married. I will be married. Are they the same? No. I am in the class. I was in the class. I will be in the class. You see, I'm using the primary auxiliary to show different tenses. She is here. She was here. She will be here. She is here, simple present. She was here, simple past. She will be here, simple future. So that's why we say they are used with what? Simple and continuous tenses. When we talk of continuous tenses, she is dancing, present continuous. She was dancing, past continuous. She will be dancing, future continuous. Are we not using auxiliaries? Are we not using them? So then number three, we said, when they are told, so understand the English now, silence. When they are used as main verb, they refer to simple tenses. You see the English, right? When they are used as main verb, they refer to simple tenses. What are the simple tenses? Present, past, and future. She is tired. Simple present. She was tired. Simple past. She will be tired. Simple future. Then number 4. When they are used as auxiliary, understand the English term. When those primary auxiliaries are used as what? Auxiliary. They refer to what? Continuous tenses and voices. So here we have 2 cases here. If we say she is dancing, it's different from she is here, right? Look at it now. She is here, simple present. She is dancing, present continuous. But if I say she is called, if you don't understand, look at this table now. So look at it as main verb and as auxiliary. I will be asking you, look at the table. I am a Muslim. This, what tense is it? Just tell me the tense. I have just said it here from 3 to 4. Simple what? Present. Simple? Present. That's good. I am teaching students. Present. Just tell me the tense. Present. Huh? You. Silence. 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 Is this English big for you? When they are used as main verb, they refer to simple tenses, present, past, or future. Look at it, we say as main verb now. Are you blind? Are you people blind? Or is it bad range? And number 4, we said, when they are used as auxiliary, they refer to continuous tenses and voices. I am a Muslim. What tense is it? So if I say I was a Muslim, what tense? That's good. I will be a Muslim. Simple. So now, I am teaching students. Tell me the tense. Silence. I am teaching simple present.
No, sir.
I am a teacher. I am Muslim simple present.
No, sir.
Silence. I am called at night. Can you call this tense or voice?
Voice, sir.
Look at what comes after the am. The first part is full verb, right?
Yes,
so this is not tense. This is what? Voice.
Voice, yes, sir.
I was at home. Tell me the tense.
Past
Simple.
Past tense.
I was watching TV.
Continuous tense.
Past. I was promoted. Voice.
Voice, yes, sir.
Can you call it tense?
Yes, sir.
Look at it now. Look at the English now. When they are used as main verb, they refer to simple tenses. These simple tenses, we have a simple present, simple past, simple future. When they are used as auxiliary, they refer to continuous tenses and voices. What are the continuous tenses? We have present continuous, past continuous, and future continuous. And those voices, we have voice simple, we have voice past, and we have what? Voice future. You will be seeing what the primary auxiliaries. Okay, let's look at this. He is sick. Tell me the tense.
Simple present.
If I say he was sick, what tense?
Simple past tense.
He will be sick.
Simple future tense.
He is reading.
Simple present.
When must you say simple class? Every class will end with this, please.
Okay.
Very good, Baba. Present continuous. Haba, you are giving me headache. To be frank, you are giving me headache. I have said it. Use your number 6 now. Use your number 6. Use your thinking. He is reading. What tense is it? He was reading.
Past continuous.
This shows that you didn't understand this table. If you understand this table, this thing will not give you headache. We said is or am or are present. Was or were are past. I am a Muslim. Look at it. This am is functional as member. We look at the English we stated. So what do you want us to explain again? What is it, please? Because you are familiarized with teaching in vernacular. That's why. Come in. You are familiarized with teaching in vernacular. And let me tell you, you are deceiving yourselves. Yes. Right? You are always nosy. Are you having sleeping sickness? Okay. Silence. Please don't make mistake again, please. I am a Muslim. What tense? I am teaching students. I was a Muslim. I was talking to her. Very good. I will be here. Simple future. Okay. I will be talking to her. I will be talking to her. Okay. They are outside the room. Tell me the tense. Tell me the tense. They are fighting for admission. Present. Good. They are furnished. This is voice. So this is all about today's lesson. This is all about today's lesson. So now, let us code switch. Let us what? Code switch to Hausa for better comprehension. It's all what you have been waiting for, right? Okay, no problem. Idan muka ce auxiliary, ku ji daga yau ba zan ƙara darasin nan ba. Kowa ya saurara, sai sa na hana ku rubutu. Abin da ake ce ma auxiliary shine mataimaki. Shine fa na faɗa da turanci muka ce auxiliary verb is a verb that helps another verb. Wanda take taimaka ma wata verb din. Shi kuma main verb aka ce is a verb that stand alone in a sentence. Verb ce aikato ce da take dogaro da kanta. Ba ta buƙatar mataimaki. Na ba ku misali a nan ajin, na ce ana aji ina da mataimaka. In ban da lafiya ko sai a ce kowa sai koma gida? Ko wani bai da lafiya? Yanzu kamar chairman ɗin elementary an mushi aiki na appendix sai a mushi addu'a. Ina ɗan elementary an mace chairman tsinsa aiki. To ai akwai chair lady sai a ce ba shudda sai a ce ba jagoranci. So abin da nake so ku gane a nan, abin da ake ce ma auxiliary shine mene mataimaki. Ba akwai auxiliary nurses ba? Mataimaka masu taimakawa wa nurses? In ka zan ce auxiliary shine mataimaki. To aka ce za a auxiliary by its members, akwai wani ilimi da ake so ka samu a wajen. Ilimin da ake so ka samu shine za ka gane bambancin tsakanin auxiliary da member. To yanzu tunda mun san me auxiliary yana taimako, shi kuma member yana dogaro da kansa, bai buƙatar mataimaki. Yanzu da Allah ka ji fita wannan da kyau, sai na ce maka I am a teacher, ina verb ɗinka kawai anan, ka cire verb ɗinka kawai. Ina verb ɗin? Da Allah akwai abin da ya taimaka mawa? Kaga ya dogara da kanshi, kaga yanzu am ta zama mene main verb. Shi nake ta turanci ina bayani amma ba ku gane ba. Haba da Allah, kuna gaban matsala ba. Tsakani ga Allah ba zan koyi muku ba. ba maganar sorry bane, sorry for your acts. Amma sai na ce I am teaching, yanzu am ba tana taimakon teaching ba? Kaga ka samu ba guda biyu. Am tana taimaka ma mene? Teaching. Shi ne muka fara bambanci aka ce there can be more than one auxiliary in a sentence. Za ka iya samun mataimaka da yawa a cikin jimla. Na ba ku misali, na ce muku I have, misali kamar ce the work has been being done. Yanzu fa ka ji, ka cire verbs ɗinka kawai. Kaga ga has, ga been, ga being, ga kuma mene done. Ba verbs huɗu bane a ciki? To kaga yanzu an samu auxiliaries fiye da na guda ɗaya. Turanci kenan. Kaga yanzu has, da mene, da been, da being duka fa suna taimaka mu wannan fa dan ɗin ne fa. Dala mutum da yake taimaka mu a nan? Malam Sadiq gashi yanzu shi ma ya zo. Ko kawai daga ni kawai ni ne kawai tilo ne, ni ne kawai master of all trade. To sai aka ce su kuma member fa, there can be only one member in a sentence. Ana samun member fara ɗaya ne a cikin sentence. Sai dai in ta zama complex sentence. Kamar da na ce, misali sai in ce maka I love her. Okay, I talk to her, but she doesn't listen. Kaga yanzu anan, I sentence ne ko? I talk to her. I talk to her, but she doesn't listen. To anan ka samu members guda biyu ko? Amma me yasa aka kaga I but an kashe abun ai. In na ce I talk to her ne shiru, nakan yi magana da ita ko? In na ce she doesn't listen, ai yayi to wannan but din da na sa, kaga ya nuna maka ya zama complex. Gane karatun nan. To in dai ba irin wa'annan cases ɗin ba za ka samu more than one member ba. Ko kuma kila wani zubin kana so kana ba da labari ne, kar ka ga mun tsaya a nan ka ɗauka an rufe maka karatun ne. An fahimta kamar misali sai in ce I come, I see, I conquer, I kaza. Kaga ina faɗin abubuwan da nakan yi ne ko? Kaga dukkan su members ne ai. A lokacin da na jero su, to akwai irin wannan abun. I came, I sat and wrote. Kaga aiki uku bane. I came na zo, I sat na zauna, I wrote. Na yi rubutu. Kaza yanzu na ban ce I wani ce I came, comma, sat, comma, okay ba comma, and wrote the note. Kan ta cewa I to za a samu da danganci. Ba a sa misali sa ce ta zo, ta zauna, ta ci abinci, sannan ta ci abinci sai mu ce she came, sat down and ate food. To kaga nan duka menene members ne, kuma kowane members kaga aikin ai ba iri ɗaya bane ai. Ya shi sa ake ce musu members ai suna dogaro, aiki ɗaya ta yi, kaga ci daban, zama daban. Shi sa ake ce musu members, baka zama ce suna da yawa a turanci ba? A Hausa ba a cewa na je makaranta na zauna, oke na je makaranta na biya kuɗi, amma Hausa sai an ta faɗin na biya ko? Na je anguwa, za ka iya samun members a nan da yawa, amma to in a turanci za a yi ta sa kwama ne, na ƙarshen sai a sa and, in kana ba da labari. I come to school, wipe the board, sweep the class, ku ji abin kawai ku saurare ne kawai. I come to school, wipe the board, sweep the class, pack the refuse, dump it out, and sit down. Da Allah aikin ba suna da yawa ba. Kowanne cin gashin sai yake. Kaga nakan zo makaranta. In na zo sai mene? In share allo. Sannan mene? In share aji. Sannan mene? In kwashe shara. Sannan mene? Sai in zauna. Kaga ashe ba daga zuwa na zama nake ba kenan. Kaga nan dukkan su menene members ne aka kawo. Allah sa kuna fahimta na. Kuna fahimta ko? Kuna fahimta? To shikenan. To sai na gaba aka ce they can be counted. Su auxiliary kana iya irga su. Yanzu muka irga su guda nawa ne? 26. Sai ka haddace kawai. Zaka ga na tsallake wasu ko? Akwai dalilin da yasa na tsallake su. Kamar nan misali da nazo nan ban ce muku having ba ko? ko a ina faɗa have malam ban faɗa having ba. In na ce maka I am having dinner, kaga yanzu having nan member ce ai, ba auxiliary bane. I am having, kaji ba? I am having, ba ba su bi bane anan? Ba ku gane karatun nan fa. Na ce muku I am having dinner, yanzu babs nawa ne anan guda biyu, ga am ga having. Ina auxiliary ina member. Having yanzu ta zama member, ba ta zama auxiliary ai. Shi yasa na tsallake ta ai. Wannan done din ba ta zama auxiliary. Da na ce muku kamar ka ce wannan the work is done, me ka ce is done, ina auxiliary ina member, kaga is auxiliary, done fa ta zama ne member. Ku rinka da Allah, ku rinka sa natsuwa da Allah da buɗe tunani. Ku yi haƙuri, ka ku ɗauka ina muku wani magana ne, an fahimta ko? So, sai na gaba aka ce su kuma members fa they cannot be counted, ba za ka iya irga su ba. Ba wanda ya isa, ko professor bai sai ya ce maka ga adadin babs ɗin da ake da su ba wallahi. Domin yanzu ka ji malam, kana ganin suna ko suna tana iya ɗaukan ma, kana iya mai da suna ta in kana da ilimin word formation. Ya san ce why are you ayin at me, yanzu ayin nan ka san ai da ido ko? Don ai at me. Kaga nan fa aiki ta koma fa. Ba ku gane ba fa. In aka ce maka market ba za ka ce nawa bane? Now I am marketing myself. Ai baka isa ka ce ga adadin members ba ai. Ya ka kawai take kai dai kan a matsayin kan dan koyo ko? Kawai naka ka saurara ka natsa ka je kana practice. To sai na gaba, kun ga aka ce ba za mu yi irga wa'annan members din ba. To sai na gaba aka ce auxiliary su kuma suna aiki a matsayinsu na mataimaka kuma suna aiki a matsayinsu na masu dogaro da kai. Ai na faɗi wanne ne suke aiki a matsayinsu na mataimaka sannan suke dogaro da kansu. A cikin primary da models wanne yake wannan aikin? Wanne ne yake iya zama auxiliary kuma tana iya zama member? Wacce ce a cikin primary da models? Wacce ce? Primary take da wannan abun. Kaga ba mu magana akan models kenan. Ai mun ce auxiliary, primary auxiliary, models auxiliary, kowace za ta iya shiga ko? To amma wannan magana na uku aka ce they can function as mene? Auxiliary and mene member. To muna magana akan primary ne. To sai na uku nan kuma muka ce member they can only function as mene? Member. Kawai suna aiki a matsayin suna dogaro da kansu ne, ba sa aiki na member kuma su zama mataimaka. Har na baku misali na ce a pidgin English. Pidgin English shine turancin wai kusa da cewa broker ko? Na wayanda ba su je makaranta ba. Za ka rinka jin irin turancin nan in kana kasuwa ko ba haka ba? I want see you. Now go you dey go. I go school. You know say na ku ji mun iya wannan. Ku saurara silence ba ma yi ne. Akwai yanda muka je muna yi. Shine za kai doza. Hey. Okay. Silence. Na hudu muka ce muna magana still akan auxiliary verbs ko? Aka ce we use not after the auxiliary in the negative form. In other words, in the negative form. Abinda muke faɗi turancin da Allah waya ko ta kalma da ta yi tsauri da ba ta fasara ba ana. Ba sagir ko ba haka wani? An ce muna sa not ne a gaban auxiliary in ka zo gidan negative. Ku kalli abin da na ce now, I am a Muslim. Zan mai da shi negative. Sai an ce mene? I am not. A ina na sa not ina ba gaban an ba? Nan na ce I am teaching students. Zan ce ba na ina zan sa not ina? A gaban su auxiliaries ake sa not. Kowace auxiliary. I will marry her. Ba ku marry na marry ba ko? To zan aure ta kenan. To ba zan aure ta ba sai an ce mene? I will not marry. A gabansa ake sa not, kaga su auxiliary ba su da matsala kenan. Yanzu ina so in ce zan je makaranta, sai in ce I will go to school ko? To ba za ni ba sai in ce mene? I will not ko za ka ce I will go not to school ne ji ba ma daɗi ai to ka ga yanzu karatun ya tinta na hudun nan a zai ina ta bayar da shi kawai wasu kawai jira kawai suke yi a zai yanzu suke gane ba wallahi kan kudu ana taimakon ku ne wannan musan ba taimakon ku ake ba okay sai kuma shi member aka ce we cannot use not after member ba a sa not a gaban member muna maganar member wancan members sun fi banda members sun na auxiliary kaman go speak right ko see kamar misali sai ce I see her na kan ganta ko zan ce I see not her ne dan Allah kai ka ji maka dadi a baki wai sai ka ce I see not her sai ka sa wai not a gaban see ai mun ce we cannot use not after member ko rather sai dai me muke yi we must provide the auxiliary dole sai mun samu da auxiliary wai jama'a in aka ce abu kaza bai sai kaza ba ana baka bambancin su bane ba ana baka ilimi ba an ce maka fa they are the same bane karatun sa ai ba ɗaya bane ai in baka san ilimin yanzu ka san ilimin nan ka gama da turanci Allah cikin kashi 99 na turanci ko to wai ana ma magana babu auxiliary babu verb ne a ciki zai yi ka hada jimla babu verb a ciki I was here yesterday morning. We were together with Sana and you. Ibrahim, where is Ibrahim? Baba, Yahuru, you. Sorara. Ina jin ba so. Throughout the week we were with them. Throughout the week. Sana and you came on Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and today Saturday. Is also present. I was with him. He was with me. I was with them. They were with me. Lala baka ji ba su da ta aiki ba. Kana juya ta yadda ka so. And now they are with me. Yesterday they were. Kaga ka iya sanin present in a yanzu ka san inda zaka aje. Shi yasa na zana muku table din nan ai. Present, past. Ba na san sai nake juya sai yadda na so. To kai sai a ce where is your assignment sai ka ce wallahi sir I am not around last week. Kuna yi ko ba kwa yi? Why I am not around last week. Kai daga ji ka san mu sai dai maka dariya tunda turanci rashin da maka dariya kuma dariya an ce ba so ba ko? Ba aikin likitanci muke koyar da ku ba muna koyar da ku tsira allura wani. Ko ba haka bane wannan ana baka doka ne na yare kar ka doka ni zan koya maka magana a yau karatun da ne maka kaje kai ta practice din shi kana so ka ce ni dan kasuwa ne an sai ka ce I am a businessman sai ka dawo nan ni ada dan kasuwa ne I was a businessman zan zama dan kasuwa sai ka ce I will be a kana yi za doka kana hauka ne ko ba hauka kake ba ladan kake yi ko kuma ka samu madubi my friend why is it that you didn't come kana abun nan are you Aisha sai ka zauna sai ka ce yes I am kuna dariya ko kuna ganin dariya ne ko ita dariya silence okay yanzu kun ga table din nan da na zana ka je ka haddace su da Allah tsayawai kun manta karatun mu da ne ta muku ne na zo muku is am da ako na yi satin da wuce ne have na yi ko do have na yi ko to sai kuka wani abu kamar sabo da Allah ku ji turancin nan in na ce I go to school sai kuma nan na ce I do go to school to ku ji tsoron Allah yanzu go a nan na farko da na ce I go to school me aikin da ku faɗa mun member ce ko auxiliary na member ko sai na ce I do go to school yanzu go ni ko nake tambayan ku ko har yanzu tana ba sai tana ne member ko I do my work bari mu faka kida ku kuke so yi ku faɗa mun aikin do I do see her ku to ku amfani da ilimin da dan koyar da ku faɗa mun Me aikin to a nan. Kai, mun tashi. Kai, mun tashi. Silence. Sorry for yourselves.